Hello, how are you? Welcome to the channel. If you're new to this, you're most welcome. And this is the weekly 5-point update that I want everyone to think about, take action on, ask me questions about. Try to do it in under 5 minutes. Only done it once. Let's give that a go. So let's get the old watch going. So 5-minute update then. So 5 things I want you to know. Driving test waiting time, still 24 weeks. When I looked on Monday, still 24 weeks. So getting a theory passed is always massively important. Get your theory passed. You're only going to hold yourself back from a future test pass because at some point in time you'll pass theory, you've done loads of lessons hopefully, and then you're waiting for a test day. And that's all right if you've got all the time in the world and the money in the world to keep doing lessons. Not so great if you're going to take some time off because you've got a big gap between there and test day, and then your skills degrade and you become less sharp. That could be a problem. The driving test booking system for me changes from April 1. It kind of changes for you. So the changes that are coming of this, I and the 42,000 other people that do my job, driving instructors, are having our access to book tests taken away. Used to be massively, massively helpful. Now they're taking it away. I know why, but it's nothing but a pain in the backside. So from April 1, I can't book your test for you, which is the smoothest, quickest, most certain way to get a test, really. So you're going to have to do that from April 1. If you want a test from April 1, if you really want one, you're going to have to get yourself out of bed 6 a.m. on a Monday, go online, be in a queue for like an hour and a half with about 75,000 other people trying to buy the tiny amount of tests that are only available for a week. It's a bit like trying to buy Oasis tickets. So I don't envy the challenge you're going to face if you haven't got your test booked by the end of the month of March. It's going to be trickier. So that's changing. So I can swap tests thereafter for a while. That's a compromise on their part. I can call in with the details that you have on your test, and I'll discuss that with you if that affects you, and then swap it with someone else's test. That's allowed, and even that will go eventually. So not good. Schedule sufficient lessons. We have this conversation a lot. It doesn't always happen, and then at the end of the learning journey, people are disappointed. Oh, I've got no lessons, and my test's been moved, or I've got no lessons, and I cancelled my driving test because I wasn't ready. Oh no, I've got no lessons. Or worse, I've got no more lessons. I failed my test, got no more lessons. Test is 6 months away. How do I stay in practice? That's all manageable, but only if you book sufficient lessons. And pluck numbers out of the sky. You need to do a minimum of about 60 hours, really. And however many you've booked, you want 10 sessions, 20 past your test day. Gives you flexibility. If you don't need them, we won't do them. If you don't need them, you can cancel them, swap them, I'll give them to someone else. I don't mind, but we're prepared. Let's be prepared. What else? Study apps. So study apps, aids, books, the YouTube channel, all of it is there to help you. I really encourage you, use all of it. If you can't find the learning stuff, let me know and I'll resend it to you. There's 10 things from memory that I've got that I share. They are email based, they are app based, they are video based. All of it is helpful. All of it helps people, and I encourage you to use all of it. Plow through it all, find out what's helpful, use what's helpful. And if you need to know where they are, let me know. I might send a generic list of the things. You can like press on the link and it opens, that kind of thing, right? If you've lost your logon or your passwords, let me know. And then very most likely, I'm going to change my banking setup from April 6th. So for me, in my world, tax goes digital. So I've got to have one bank account that's got everything on it, which I know this doesn't maybe mean a lot to you, but I'd have a job like, oh, why does your YouTube, why does your Netflix come out of your bank account? Why are you paying for your gym membership? They're the kind of questions a tax person will ask me, because it's got to be one account for business only. And over time, I've crept in like Moonpig or something. Do you know what I mean? I've got all these little things that I thought, do you know what? Start a new bank account, April 6th, and then it can't get all muddled, and I won't get any grief about my banking. So I will let you know near the time. The invoices will change at the bottom, the details, and it will be in the bottom of all messages. So waiting test times, 24 weeks. OBS changes. I can't book your test for you after April 1. Schedule sufficient lessons. Use study aids and the apps. Banking changes, 6th of April. I've done it in under 5 minutes, which I'm amazed at. And lastly, and a message I was want to leave you with, I know you had more than one choice. Thank you for letting me help you. I'll be as committed to this as you are. You work hard, I'll work hard. If I don't hear from you and you don't book lessons, and I'm naturally going to help the person that does ask. I just don't, honestly, I don't have time to ring everybody up and go, oh, how are you? I've not heard from you in 4 months. Oh, you haven't booked any lessons. I ain't got time to do it. You want this, you've got to get your finger out and get it done. Yeah, that's only fair. And if you're as committed to this as I am, we will solve this. So thank you as ever for letting me help you. I will see you the next time you are in the car.